Hoth Wampa. Hoth Wampa is the most well-known Wampa variant, and it's the one that attacked Luke Skywalker in The Empire Strikes Back. These massive, white-furred beasts live on the icy planet Hoth, hiding in ice caves and hunting anything that wanders too close. They're super strong, covered in thick fur to survive the freezing temperatures, and use their claws to rip through bone and metal like it's nothing. The Rebel Alliance learned the hard way just how dangerous they are when they set up Echo Base right in Wampa territory. In fact, some Wampas broke into the base and had to be locked behind a door, something you can actually see in a deleted scene. These creatures stand over 2.5 meters tall and usually hunt solo, but sometimes they've been spotted in small groups. Hoth Wampas are silent predators that strike fast, drag victims to their lairs, and hang them upside down to eat later. White-furred Wampa. White-furred Wampa is a general term for the Wampas that live in snowy environments like Hoth, but not all of them are the exact same. This variant is smaller and less muscular than the giant or alpha types, but it's still deadly. Its snow-white fur acts like camouflage, letting it blend perfectly into icy environments. These Wampas are ambush hunters, silent, patient, and brutal. They usually stalk tauntauns, smaller wildlife, and unlucky explorers. During the rebel occupation of Hoth, several scouts reported missing patrols, and Wampas were the reason. While Luke faced a larger one in The Empire Strikes Back, other troopers ran into this more common kind. These Wampas aren't as rare or powerful as the Alphas, but their ability to stay hidden and attack without warning makes them terrifying. And when you're stuck on a frozen planet with limited weapons and nowhere to run, even the smaller Wampas become a nightmare. Giant Wampa. Giant Wampa is exactly what it sounds like, a supersized version of the standard Hoth Wampa and way more dangerous. These towering beasts can reach up to 3 meters tall and are way bulkier, with thicker limbs, sharper claws, and enough strength to smash through metal doors. While most Wampas are solitary, the giant ones sometimes dominate small packs, acting as apex predators in their icy territory. In the Star Wars, the Clone Wars series, and various canon reference books, it's hinted that these larger Wampas evolved in isolated regions of Hoth where only the strongest survived. Rebels unlucky enough to run into one of these were rarely seen again. They don't just kill for food, they also protect their territory fiercely. Even Tauntauns steer clear of their hunting grounds. Luke may have survived a regular Wampa, but if it had been a giant Wampa, he probably wouldn't have made it out of that cave. One-armed Wampa. One-armed Wampa is the unlucky Wampa that lost an arm thanks to Luke Skywalker and his lightsaber. This specific Wampa appeared in The Empire Strikes Back, when Luke was captured and dragged to its icy cave. Hanging upside down, Luke used the Force to call his lightsaber and slice the creature's arm off before making his escape. What's cool is that this Wampa actually became a bit of a legend among fans. In some extended canon material and behind-the-scenes content, it's hinted that this Wampa survived and stayed in the Echo Base area, more aggressive and territorial than ever. There's even a deleted scene showing it being locked in a room by the rebels. The missing limb made it stand out, but it didn't stop it from being dangerous. Despite the injury, this Wampa variant reminds everyone that even a wounded creature on Hoth can still rip you apart if you're not ready. Wampa Alpha. Wampa Alpha is the leader of a Wampa pack, bigger, stronger, and way more aggressive than the average one. This variant is super rare, but it's been mentioned in Star Wars canon sources like Galaxy of Adventures and reference books. An alpha doesn't just survive in the brutal cold, it dominates. Other Wampas follow it, either out of fear or instinct, and it often claims the largest hunting grounds. Its fur is even more rugged and scarred, showing all the fights it survived. Unlike regular Wampas that usually live alone, the alpha leads organized attacks, especially when territory is threatened. During the rebel occupation of Hoth, these alphas were the reason some Wampas worked together to breach Echo Base. They don't rely on stealth, they charge in and destroy. If you think a normal Wampa is terrifying, the alpha is the boss version that could tear through squads without slowing down. Pure nightmare fuel. Subspecies Wampa. Subspecies Wampa is a lesser-known variant that showed up in Star Wars, The Clone Wars, specifically in Season 3, Episode 3, Supply Lines. These Wampas weren't on Hoth. They actually appeared on the planet Toydaria. While they still had the classic Wampa features like claws, white fur, and massive size. This subspecies was adapted to a slightly warmer and more forested environment compared to icy tundras. They were more agile and a bit leaner, but still incredibly strong. During the battle for Toydaria, these creatures attacked Republic forces, causing chaos among the troops. What makes this subspecies unique is its behavior. It was more territorial than predatory, focusing on defending its habitat rather than actively hunting. This version of the Wampa shows how adaptable the species can be, with different physical traits depending on the planet. It proves that Wampas aren't just Hoth monsters. They're a galactic threat if left unchecked.